Hi, I'm Kate Hesseldenz, the curator at Liberty Hall Historic Site, and today I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of the Liberty Hall attic. So the first thing we're going to do is come up these stairs, and I have to say that when I first worked here, I found coming up to this attic to be a little bit creepy, but I have gotten used to it now. And we keep a lot of artifacts up here that we don't have on display. There are 5 rooms up here, and this is the main room that you're looking at now. And then there are kind of like side rooms off to the side, and I'll show you one of those. We don't really know how the Brown family used the attic exactly, but there are fireplaces in each of these side rooms, so it appears that they possibly were going to use them for bedrooms, but we're just not really sure. Now I'm going to take you to a very interesting part of this attic. Right here where this fan light is, there's an old alcove filled with graffiti. And there's quite a bit of it from the 19th century. One of the most interesting things, I think, is this entry here, this bit of graffiti that says, "The Dollhouse of Annie Horde Brown and Mary Watts Brown and Mary Mason Scott, Frankfort, Kentucky, May 27th, 1879. So the 2 girls, Annie Horde Brown and Mary Watts Brown, they actually lived next door at the Orlando Brown house. And then Mary Mason Scott grew up here at Liberty Hall. And they were actually, it says cousins there, but they were probably second cousins. And so we at least know that they did use this little space as a place to play, and they called it the dollhouse. And it is interesting too because Annie Horde Brown and Mary Watts Brown were the last 2 people to live in the Orlando Brown house, and then Mary Mason Scott was the last person to live at Liberty Hall. They've got their ages here. Annie at 11 and a half, Mary Watts, Mary Mason, they were all really close in age in 1879 here. And then we have some other ones like this one. This is John Matthew Scott, also from the 19th century. He was Mary Mason's brother, and so he lived here as well. He grew up here at Liberty Hall. Let's see what else we have here. And then over here we have Sam Brown, another Brown family member from 1893. Up here is Frank Barrett. He's a Brown family member, 1885. So there's a lot of that up here, but then we also have more modern ones. And here's one, Betsy Hogg. Here she comes from 1965. And then I have to say my favorite up here is good old Carl Jones from 1969. He left a real prominent one in a prominent position. So I don't know how all these people got up here, but apparently they did. Yeah, as I said, I think it goes up to like the 90s even. Some from the 80s, but there's a lot from the 60s. But, of course, the most interesting part to us is the fact that there's graffiti from the 19th century. And here's another one from 1885, another Brown family member, Mason Brown Barrett. It looks like May 24th, 1885. And then this is actually in one of the side rooms. There is another little bit of graffiti here. Looks like a soldier of some kind, but we have no idea who drew this. And then in here, this is attic room 2, and this is where I have been working since about January, trying to catalog some of the material in the collection. And so you can see that the items that have been done, we have put pink dots on those. That's kind of a little system we've got going here. So I've gotten about around 300, maybe more, artifacts cataloged. And when I first started the project, as I said, in January, I had an intern helping me from UK. Her name is Catherine Perini. However, of course, when she couldn't work on site in March, she's still been helping me. She's been doing some research for me, but she's a really wonderful intern, and It's too bad that she couldn't continue her work here with me on site, but she is still helping me remotely. And there's lots more to do in the cataloging, but we've made a good start. So this is another one of the side rooms. This room mostly has textiles in it, and some of the boxes are labeled so we can see what dresses we have. And we do have quite a few textiles in the collection for a small museum. And it will be really great to start working on these more after I finish the other room. So thanks for watching today, and we'll see you soon.